Morning students. Today we will see the new concept, and the concept is division law. Division law. What is division formula? Let me explain. In the axis, if you have two points like A and B, suppose this point is x1 y1 and suppose this point is x2 y2. If any point is dividing to line joining AB in the two parts with ratio m is to n. Try to understand. A point is given, B point is given, line joining AB. If any point P, which I don't know, is dividing to whole AB or two line joining two points in two parts with ratio m is to n, that time P is internal of the AB, so it is called an internal division also. Then we have to find the coordinate of P. We have to find the coordinate of P. That is a division law. Where P point divides AB in some ratio m is to n, then how we can find the coordinate of P? So let me explain one thing. Directly I will go on a law that in internal division, and I taught you that when internal division word used because P is inside the AB and P is dividing AB in some ratio m is to n, where A is given, B is given, m and n also will be given, then the point P have a coordinate m into x2 plus n x1 upon m plus n, comma m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. It looks bit awkward, but it is actually very simple. When you will do questions and question, definitely it will come in your practice. So the formula is very simple. And one more thing which I want to explain, that where m you considered here, so near to the m always gonna be x1 y1. The point will be x1 y1, and where the n you considered, near it will be x2 y2. If you supposed to assume it is m, so you have to consider it is x1 y1 and n it is x2 y2. That's on you only. So from left to right I simply assume x1 y1, x2 y2, m and n is a formula. P m x2 plus n x1. Look at, when we will do the question, we will not actually follow the formula by writing. Actually we should directly know that how to implement the formula, and that only m first coordinate plus n first coordinate upon m plus n, comma m second coordinate plus n second coordinate upon m plus n, and that's simple. So first of all I want to make one question for you, and afterward I will tell you the rest formulas. Example number 6 I want to tell you. Look at example number 6. Question says, find the, you can read the from the book. Find the coordinate of the point which divides the line segment 4 minus 3 and 8 5 in ratio 3:1 internally. Hope you have got the word. First of all I want to make a picture for the internal division. Suppose it is A is the first point 4 and minus 3. Suppose it is a B, it's 8 and 5. Suppose any point P divides in line joining AB in 3:1 internally. What is a division point? What is a division point? The question says, find the coordinate of the point which divides AB in ratio 3:1. Meaning we have to find the coordinate of point P. So it looks very similar. It's very similar. This is called x1 y1. We need not write it specially. We don't need to compare at all. That is x1 y1, x2 y2. It is m, it is n. Okay. In solution we can write, let A is a point 4 minus 3 and B is a point 8 and 5, and let m is to n is equal to 3:1. It's good enough. Then by internal division formula, what is P? So formula is, mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. in your book it is m1 and m2 is given, so no worry about that. What you do the practice, I'm writing m and n. Okay, this is a formula. Now go on. I always want that you see the picture for internal division and go on. You need not see the formula. Look at m is 3 into first coordinate, which is x2, mx2, 3 into 8 plus 1 into first coordinate. Look at n into x1, 1 into 4 upon m plus n, comma 3 into second coordinate, which is my2, meaning 3 into 5, plus 1 into second coordinate, meaning 1 into minus 3, upon m plus n. Hope you're getting, students, nothing tough. P is 8 is a 24 plus 4, 28 upon 4, comma 5 is a 15 minus 3 is 12 upon 4. Overall your answer is a 7 and 3. This is the point of the division which divides AB in ratio 3:1 internally. You should know how to follow the formula. That's very simple. 3 into first coordinate, 1 into first coordinate upon m plus n, 3 into second coordinate plus 1 into second coordinate upon m plus n, and that's very simple. Okay, so let me rub this and at the place of this I want to tell you one more thing. Midpoint formula. Look at the thing. What is midpoint formula? Nothing hard. This is actually same. This is a law, you know. This time you have seen. What is a midpoint formula? Midpoint formula says let P is a midpoint. Same picture. Midpoint of AB. You know, you can see the picture. Suppose P gonna be midpoint of AB, then P is the midpoint of AB. What will happen? M and N will be equal. One should simply know M and N will be equal. So how we can find the midpoint coordinate? This is a midpoint of P. Sincerely hear it. P is a midpoint. Then M and N will be equal. So formula will be same. So I want to replace my the thing M equal to N in this formula. Look at what will come. M x2 plus, instead of n put m also, because m equal to n, in upon where m plus n was there, so I have written m plus m, comma my2 plus, instead of n I will write my1 upon m plus m. Now you have come to know all. Now what to do? Take out m common. You will have a x2 plus x1 upon 2m, and take out m common, y2 plus y1 upon 2m. Student, m and n cancel. So what remaining only? x1 plus x2 upon 2, comma y1 plus y2 upon 2. That's very simple. Whenever you need to find the midpoint of any line segment joining 2 points, you have to follow only this formula without it actually independent from the m and n. So m and n will not come in this case. So okay, this is very simple. Suppose I want to tell you one formula, one question from my side. Midpoint concept. Look at not having any special question from the book I can find. Simply let A is 2 minus 3 and B is 7, 5. Find the midpoint of line joining AB. So very simple question this is. It is independent of M and N because we are told to find the midpoint. And one thing I would simply express, A is 2 minus 3 and B is a 7 and 5. These are given points. These are given points and you want to find the midpoint now. Let P is a midpoint. P is midpoint of line joining AB. What you will feel? P will be, suppose you are making picture like that. It is A, it is B and it is a P. It is a P. So your P will be x1 plus x2 upon 2, comma y1 plus y2 upon 2 and go on. x1 y1, x2 y2. So your formula is x1 plus x2 upon 2, 2 plus 7 upon 2, comma y1 plus y2 upon 2, 3 plus 5 upon 2. That's simple. That is simple. This is a point P, this is a point P, this is A, it's a B. You want to find the value of P where M and N will not be given. So your answer is only 7 into 9 by 2, comma 5 and 3, 2 by 2 meaning 1. So this is the point which is the midpoint of AB. So keep remember this method also. Okay. Now finally I am going to tell you one more formula for external division. Look at what is external division. What is external division? Look at, I tell you. Where A is a point, suppose x1, y1, and suppose B is a point which is x2, y2. When I taught you internal division, P was inside AB and it was dividing AB in M is to N. When it is external division, what it is meaning? When P lies outside of AB, P lies outside of AB, meaning P is suppose here and it is dividing AB. Sometimes the words are confused. When P is outside, how it is dividing? In the case of division law, let me tell you, the division is not meaning splitting. The division meaning it connects itself from A and B. The distance of A and distance of B actually maintain one ratio, which is called external division when P lies outside. When P maintains some distance of A, look at AP and BP. Even P is outside. So the division meaning it connects with A and it connects with B with M is to N ratio. We can also say the distance of AP is M, the distance of BP is suppose N, the ratio will be M is to N. So one can say that if P is outside, the distance of AP or suppose ratio of AP and BP, look at the thing, even P is outside. AP is to BP maintains M is to N. The thing, even P is outside, it divides AB externally, and what kind of the meaning of division is? AP is to BP is equal to M is to N. Then if A knows, B knows, what is a P? So P is very same, mx2, nx1, m minus n, my2, n y1 upon m minus n. Look at only the difference in the internal division and external division. In internal division, we used to use a plus sign, it is now using a minus sign and minus sign. So all is same, but you just have to use a minus sign for the external division. So keep in mind also. So let me write it. Now, one more thing which I want to express here. Look at student, very important. Suppose A is given and B is given. And suppose you are told to find P where it divides AB in 2:3. Definitely you know it now because you know the internal division formula. It is M, it is N, and you can find it. In case suppose ratio is not given and suppose point is given, somehow suppose it is a point and you are told that a point P which is suppose given, it is dividing to the two given point AB or line segment AB in some ratio, I don't know the ratio is what. So how you can find a ratio? You want to find a ratio in which P point dividing AB internally. So that time only I request you, I suggest you, don't assume M is to N. Don't assume M is to N. Whenever you need to find the ratio now, always assume ratio is lambda is to 1 or M is to 1. Lambda is to 1. So what is the meaning of that? This is suppose lambda and this is 1. Lambda is to 1. And what is its answer? Look at, I'll tell you one thing. It depends on lambda. Suppose lambda is 2:3. Suppose lambda is coming 2:3. Meaning lambda is to 1. Lambda is to 1 meaning suppose lambda is coming 2/3. So it will be like that. And whole meaning is 2:3. Whole meaning is 2:3. Meaning this is going to be 2 and this is going to be 3. And it only depends on the value of lambda. When lambda is coming 2/3, which is also positive, you know positive it is. This is positive. This has two meaning. Ratio is 2:3 and it is internal division. Let me explain. When positive sign, the lambda, if the lambda is up with a positive sign, ratio is 2:3 and the division called internal division. If you supposed to have lambda is coming minus 2/3, the ratio will be 2:3, but it is external. Meaning you have to give always the ratio in positive concept 2:3, 2:3, but you have to write in a bracket. Is it internal or external? Internal or external? That is depending on the value of lambda. When lambda is positive, the division is internal division. When lambda is negative, it is external division. So keep in mind also that whenever you want to find the value, you want to find the ratio, you always consider the ratio is lambda is to 1. This is going to be lambda and this 1, and definitely we'll get an answer that suppose lambda is coming 2/3, meaning 2:3. If lambda is positive, it is called internal division. When lambda is negative, it is called external division. Okay, now I can tell you one question. Want to tell you one question? Look at question number 7, example number 7. In what ratio, read the question, in what ratio does point -46 divide the segment A and B? Both are given. Look at. It is A. Suppose I am making the picture. -6 and 10. And it is B. 3 and 8. At any point, -46 divides AB. So one question rising here that P is dividing AB in which ratio? So I don't know that time or instantly that P is dividing internally or externally, meaning P is inside or outside. I don't know that because till now I don't know the ratio. Now, what kind of ratio? Either internal or external, I don't know. Okay, until you don't know that P is dividing AB internally or externally, while doing the starting or to the question, you always take P is internal. It's a rough structure. You always assume P is a internal because you right now you don't know that P is internally or externally. So always consider while starting the question that P is internal of AB. Always. So P is -4 and 6. And we have to find the ratio, which I taught you that always assume lambda is to 1. So I will start the concept. Let A is a -6 and 10 and B is a 3 and 8. Let P is a -4 and 6 and P divides AB in lambda is to 1. Don't call AB internally or externally. P divides AB internally or externally, you need not write because you don't know till now that what kind of a division is, but take always P is internal while starting the question. Okay, now you have to find the value of lambda. So okay, use the same formula by internal division formula. Internal division formula. What is the formula? What is the formula? Division formula is always used to find the division point. So okay, we find P. But don't think that P is given. Okay, it is given. It will help. It will help us later. But think that you want to find the value of P by your law. What is the law? Mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, comma. I'm writing mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, comma. my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. That's a law. Now use it. What is the formula? Lambda is m. It is m. Look at it. This into first coordinate mx2 plus 1 into first coordinate 1 into -6 is -6 upon lambda plus 1 m plus n. Now lambda into second coordinate -8 lambda plus 1 into second coordinate by the formula 1 into 10 upon lambda plus 1. Now you have got P. And now instantly you can compare your P with given P. P is what? -4, 6. Now you can compare. So you will already write on comparing any one coordinate, either x coordinate or y coordinate. Student, I am simply comparing first coordinate with first coordinate. This equal to this and this equal to this. So anyone you can compare. So just put your lambda, cross multiply, -4 lambda, -4. So 3 lambda plus 4 lambda is a 7 lambda equal to -4 and this is 2. So you got a lambda is equal to 2:c, which is positive. So required ratio is 2:7. Here you will write internally. Why? Because lambda is a positive. And fortunately we made an internal division. It may possible that lambda gonna be negative and you have made the picture internally. So don't worry. It's a rough structure. Initially we do not know that P is internal or external. So we take always internal while working, while starting the question. After finding the value of lambda, you will come to know that it is internal or external. So we got a lambda positive, it means it is an internal division. So I think it is a good enough of the day. You can start your exercise now. You can do it now. Thank you.